All right. Fuck's sake, honestly. I don't know how it works anymore. Can you see me, anyone? Uh, uh, just checking. Can you see me? Yes! Fucking get in. So, I'm streaming on YouTube for the first time since about fucking 2022. Hi, Matt Field, Pledge, Dog's Body, Scruffy Sod, Toaster 05, Brick Girl 68, Biker Boy 19, Richard Pope, Dem Ferg, Certain Sort of Person 743, One Brat and a Cat, Automans, My Homeless Friend, Kirsty Knox, uh, Reverend O'Darn 4295, Steve Gateshead, Melody Nelson, and everyone else who's joining us tonight. Thanks very much for joining us. Don't know what the fucking hell I'm doing here, but I felt like I should do something. Kirsty Knox says it's like the good old days. I've no fucking. It's like the end of Corona Club, you know, when you just didn't really know what to do. Because I had big plans about doing something for tonight, and then I thought at the end of the tour, what I'd do was just mention if anyone wanted a book or a T-shirt, and I've ended up with fucking hundreds of orders, and it's taken about fucking 2 weeks to sort it all out. But here I am anyway. I've got no plan other than now I'm back on YouTube. Apparently, Sean, my new mate, was telling me that YouTube have relaxed the rules a little bit. So you're all right for a bit of cuntish content on there. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set this up as my new YouTube channel, but I don't want to fuck it all right at the start. So tonight I'm going to be trying not to... I'm trying not to say or... So whenever I feel like I'm going to say or, I'm going to try and use this card instead. So hello, I'm Kunt from Kunt and the Gang. That's okay because it's with a K. It's not with a C because otherwise I'd be doing that. So thanks for the lovely comments about the jump. It's sort of Christmassy, and it's also a lovely tribute to Lady Di, the princess of the people and the queen of our hearts. I'm worried. Captain Hilarity says that jumper makes a Scotsman very frisky. Slightly worrying to have happened. I was going to start with a song. Please don't think I've learnt any of the words. So it is just like the good old days. Merry Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the second day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me bumming Barry George and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the third day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me fondling Fred West, bumming Barry George and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the fourth day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me cupping Colin Stagg, fondling Fred West, bumming Barry George and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the fifth day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me rimming Rose West, cupping Colin Stagg, fondling Fred West, bumming Barry George and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the sixth day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me humping Harold Shipman, rimming Rose West, cupping Colin Stagg, fondling Fred West, bumming Barry George, being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the seventh day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me licking out Louise Woodward, humping Harold Shipman, rimming Rose West, fondling Fred West, fucking cupping Colin Stagg, bumming Barry George and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the eighth day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me doinking Derek Bird, licking out Louise Woodward, humping Harold Shipman, rimming Rose West, cupping Colin Stagg, fondling Fred West, bumming Barry George and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the ninth day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me Farting Foxy, Noxy, Doinking Derek Bird, licking out Louise Woodward, humping Harold Shipman, rimming Rose, Wellest, capping Colin Stagg, fondling Fred West, palming Barry George, and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the 10th day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me, rogering Ralmo, doinking Derek Bird, looking out Louise Woodward, humping Harold Shipman, fucking bollocks, rimming Rose West, capping Colin Stagg, fondling Fred West, balming Barry George, and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the 11th day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me, Bukaki and Beverly Allet, Roger Ringrelmo, Farting Foxy, Noxy, doinking Derek Bird, licking out Louise Woodward, humping Harold Shipman, rimming Rose Wellest, capping Colin Stagg, fondling Fred West, balming Barry George, and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. On the 12th day of Christmas, my mate Cliff photoshopped me, Mountain Maxine Card, Bukaki, Beverly Allet, Roger Ingrelmo, Farting Foxy, Noxy, doinking Derek Bird, licking out Louise Woodward, humping Harold Shipman, rimming Rose Wellest, capping Colin Stagg, fondling Fred West, palming Barry George, and being teabagged by Ian Huntley. Fuck's sake. You think it'd be all right with the words there, wouldn't you? So, welcome. One day I'll get the words right. But you have to practice to get the words right, don't you? It's more fun without it. So I thought what I'd do tonight is, I haven't really got anything, so I thought I'd just, I'd sing you 10 songs. So I've picked 10 songs that I'm going to just kind of work my way through as tonight goes on. And maybe we'll have a little story towards the end. Oh, and also I just saw in the comments, fucking hell, so knackered. I just saw in the comments, I've got something else as well about halfway through. Brick Girl says, Donna Marie sends her love. She has a concert tonight. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, she had a week's notice for this, unless she saw it on Facebook. Then she had 4 hours notice for this. Right, what we got next? I'll tell you what we got next. While we're on a Christmas theme. My manager Gibbons has often been given to taking a drink before noon, so by 4 o'clock he's exposing his cock and gibbering like a buffoon. Come 8:30, he's in quite a state and really not making much sense. By chucking out his mucking about breakdancing for 50 pence. As I remember one day last December, he downed around a dozen jars, and despite my pleas wouldn't hand me his keys and insisted on driving his car. Because he was plastered, the dozy old bastard ignored the onlookers' squeals. Outside it had snowed as he shot up the road. He dragged the child under his wheels. Oh, Mike, he knocked a kiddie off his bike. He split his head, my God, it bled. The snow was white and it turned red, and he was drunk and off he sped. The doctor said, this kid is dead, you horrible man, you killed a kid at Christmas. I don't know where the fucking bibs come. He drew out some cash and went on the lash to a pub for a beer and a steak. The service was slack, loads of people in black. It was the same pub as the kiddie's wake. I don't know if you got all the right information. Oh, Mike, he knocked a kiddie off his bike. He split his head, my God, it bled. The snow was white and it turned red, and he was drunk and off he sped. The doctor said, this kid is dead, you horrible man, you killed a kid at Christmas. Not the best rendition of it I've ever done. What else we got? Oh, I'll tell you what I quite fancy doing tonight. How about this one? This one's called I Want to Do a Purples. They're not all festive tonight. Everybody defecates, it's just something that we do. You pull your pants down, your rectum opens and feces passes through. Me, myself, go once or twice a day, and whenever I feel the need, I pack a rucksack and I head round poles with speed so I can do the deed. Because I want to do a poo at Paul's house. I want to do a poo at Paul's. If anyone said otherwise, I'd suggest they must be fools. I go there for the ambience and I'll stay to lay some stalls. If I could pick a bog where I could lay a log, I'd always do a poo at Paul's. It's got a lovely air freshener that gives off a lovely scent. It smells of pine, not human shit. That's excellent, not excrement. But I think Paul's mum is getting peeved with me turning up touching cloth, with a rucksack full of books and mags to read while I curl one off. Because I want to do a poo at Paul's house. I want to do a poo at Paul's. Because no other toilet quite compares. I'd even say it rules. I go there for the ambience and I stay to lay some stools. If I could choose a site where I could do a shite, I'd always do a poo at Paul's. One time I visited a public loo and I didn't like it at all. There was a man playing with himself at a urinal who looked like George Michael. They had shiny toilet paper and a smudge can cut my balls. But that's never an issue with the soft toilet tissue when you do a poo at Paul's. Because I want to do a poo at Paul's house. I want to do a poo at Paul's. Nowadays I wipe front to back to avoid the family chores. I'd never shit into my hand and smear it up the walls. If I had to plump for just one place to dump, I'd always do a poo at Paul's. I want to do a poo at, squeeze out a number 2 at. I want to do a poo at Paul's. Finished. So, thanks very much again for tuning in tonight. Few suggestions of which Paul it was. Paul Stevenson, Paul Gambaccini. He's up there on the yew tree wall, only because there's yew tree also rans who were cleared. It's a sort of it's a no smoke without fire yew tree wall. One day I'm going to get here behind. It feels quite nice to be doing a Christmas stream and not begging you to download things. 5 years ago, that was the old Boris Johnson thing. That was a mad old time, wasn't it? And the couple of years after that, quite surreal now. Like it sort of never really actually happened, but I think it did. Hopefully one day someone will make a documentary about it to prove that it did actually happen. So there's a few things I saw on the chat earlier on, and one of them was, Kunt, are you going to be unpicking the Guns N' Roses patch on the metal jacket tonight? I hadn't planned to, but since we're all here, maybe I will. Do you know what? Underneath there is my drawing of the Christians that I did as a teenager in the 80s. And I've got to see if I can get in the corner. I've got a Stanley knife. Oh, actually, if blood starts spurting everywhere, make sure you send an ambulance round. Shall I do it now? Should I do it? Is this? Are we peaking too soon? I'm picking the Christian's jacket now. Still got 7 songs to go. There's a couple of pedo, but it does get a bit noncy towards the end. Right. That's better, isn't it? Because you can see what I'm doing now. Look, I'm getting a Stanley knife to them stitches. I think that my mum sewed this on with her machine. Now, this has been on it. Oh, right, I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it. So I'll do it. See, the thing is, though, if I do it all now, I know what I'll do. I'll unpick a bit, then I'll do a song, and then I'll unpick another bit, and then we'll have a big unveiling. What about that? Cool. Who said the show had no structure tonight? Fucking hell. She's like one of those choose your own adventure books, isn't it? You don't know what's going to happen. Right. I've done a quarter. The Christians are up there. Look, you can see Gary Christian's body, but I'm not revealing any more until the whole thing's done. Right, I'll do another fucking song while we're here. God, this is entertainment, isn't it? It's just like the pandemic, isn't it? Except for you could be watching something else now. Right, what else have I got for you? Right, so this is what I plan to do next, because when I was having that sign, I had that sign printed for the tour, because as you know, I went out on tour this year and played 25 old school gigs. It was 25 years since I wrote the first Kunt and the Gang song, Use My Arsehole as a Cunt, when I was working for Essex County Council. So it seemed like the right time, and it seemed like I'd packed it in just long enough to be able to come back and do it again. And the time sort of felt right. And I went out with the Cunts last year and done a couple of little sort of low-key support slots to see if I still fancied it. And I did. I really enjoyed getting back up with a backing track. So I went and done that tour this year. And I used all the old props and got all the old suitcases just there, so I could just fucking show you. Bear with me 2 seconds. Right, I'm back. So I took a suitcase of props round. Some of the stuff was stuff that people have given me at gigs over the years. Someone gave me that in Australia. It's an Australian chain of pound shops, cheap as chips, and they modify it. Oh, is this going to get me fucking banned from... There you go. Surely you can have a chip with some tits on YouTube, can't you? This was another thing that I got given. You have no idea how much signed U-Tree memorabilia I own. I've got the National Archive here. And this was given to me by Skinner. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little trinket box that says Joey Deacon gave me AIDS. I was going to get one made myself, so that saved me the bother. This was other stuff that I took round on the tour. I took all the little cunts from the history of thanks, Nico Chapo, for lovely comments about the Leeds gig. And Steve Gateshead was at the Newcastle gig. There was a lot of really good gigs. And largely, I really fucking enjoyed it. And I'm definitely going to go and do it again. I don't know whether I'll do it again next year, but I will definitely go and do it again now. Oh, thanks, Norwich. Reverend O'Dan was at the York gig. There was a problematic girl at the York gig who I ended up losing my temper with. Didn't cover myself in glory. But, you know, that's live music, isn't it? So this was the first little cunt my deceased sister Lil made me in back in 2003. Is that Don going to get me in trouble now? You just don't know what's okay on YouTube anymore, do you? Or indeed if it was okay in the first place. That was the first little cunt. He gigged with me from 2003 to 2005, mostly in Basildon. Then this was the second little cunt who gigged with me from 2005 to around 2010. I had a mannequin's hand on that. I had to replace the mannequin's hand because I wanted it back on me mannequin. So that's the second little cunt. And then little cunt Mark III, who toured with me from 2010 to 2015. It's like a fucking show and tell, isn't it, tonight? But I've got a new Jimmy mask for him, ready for any forthcoming tours, because that, what the fuck, everything's back to front. So when I point that, so that BBC sign I had made up, you could kind of get it made A2, and there was a bit of spare space at the bottom. So I had a new Jimmy mask made up on the bottom of it. And we're going to do this next song called Jimmy Savile and the Sexy. See, normally I have a microphone for. What can I use as a microphone? Is there a hairbrush or anything? Oh, fuck it. I'll use me beer bottle. So this is Jimmy Savile and the Sexy Kids. The other night, I suddenly awoke to the spectral shape of this ghostly bloke. He was floating above me, just there in midair. He had a shell suit on and a mop of blonde hair. He said,
"Kunt, it's Sir Jimmy. I've returned from the grave to attempt with your help my reputation to save."
He said,
now then, can you write me a song to explain what's happened with those girls and my dong?"
I said, "I'm not sure. I'd have to hear that explanation in case people think I'm a pedo by association." And this is what he told me. It was sexy kids made Jimmy Savile do what he did. Those kids weren't consenting. His shell suit bottoms were tenting with his feelings for the sexy kids.
Now then, what about that then?
So Jimmy's ghost continued to maintain he'd done nothing wrong, and he tried to explain he had a cigar on his lips, and by that I don't mean that he was desperate to use the latrine. He said,
"All my good work will now be forgot because of my penchant for underage mops."
He said,
"Surely those marathons and charity races offset my spunking on teenagers' faces."
I said I'd write the song to get rid of his ghost, but then he told me one more time what bothered him most. It was sexy kids made Jimmy Savile do what he did. He got them in his rolls and fingered their holes, then gave charity a load of quids. Jimmy Savile and the Sexy Kids.
Marvellous, just don't tell your mother.
Thank you very much. Can tell the ones I did on the tour, can't you? Muscle memory, innit? Oh, time to unpick another side of the Guns N' Roses patch. I'm going to give this Guns N' Roses patch away to one lucky member of my mailing list. So if you're not on my mailing list, go to, where the fucking hell is it? Oh, there it is. katg.co.uk, and if you join my mailing list on my next mail out, I will I'll do a little competition to win this Guns N' Roses patch signed by me. Or if you don't want it signed, so you want to put it on your metal jacket, let me know and I won't sign it. It's not very good TV, this, because it's hard to do it up here because I feel I'm going to cut my fingers off. And I don't want to cut the Christians, do I? It's coming. Cool. I should have some music going on, shouldn't I? Well, this is like some mood music. I could put an instrumental on, couldn't I? I'll put an instrumental on. It's the first one I've found. Got a new model for my art class. It was a bird with a nice sauce. The teacher had some trouble trying to find her. I couldn't wait to see her vagina. Come on! Oh, is it really hot? The art teacher took us in his Volvo to Hornchurch, where I hope to see a vulva. It was art, it shouldn't have aroused us. But I got a stiffy in me trousers. Right, that's done. That's as much as I can remember that one. So that's two sides are done now. Look, so Gary Christian is halfway to being unveiled. Kay Kagan says, I love it when the tongue of concentration comes out. It's the tongue of concentration, isn't it? Right. I've got another Christmas one for you now. This is dedicated to anyone who's having a neighbourhood dispute. Me and Les next door were as good mates as we could be. We went on holiday together, his missus, him, little cunt and me. We talked about football and birds we'd shag. We really got on swell. Then Les would tell a racist joke and he'd crack up laughing and I'd pretend to laugh as well. We had beers in the front garden and a big smoke out the back. Les lent me his drill to put up some shelves and I lent him the best of Massive Attack. Les became like my new best friend and never a crossword was spoken. But one day I lent him my brand new strimmer and when it came back, the guard was broken. I never said anything, but I was put out because I'd only purchased it recently. Surely if you crack the guard on someone's new strimmer, you'd mention it out of common decency. So I haven't spoken to him for 6 months. He keeps asking what is wrong. But since Christmas is a time of forgiving and love, Les, I've written you this song. This one. I hope you have a cuntish Christmas. I hope your presents get robbed while you're out. I hope your turkey's dry, you burn your mouth on a mince pie, and your granny chokes on a sprout. I hope you have a cuntish Christmas. I hope the needles fall off of your tree. I hope that your ball sack turns blue and black, and when it does you think of me and my strimmer that you borrowed and you ruined. I hope a member of your close family develops the big C and not the sort that can be cured with chemotherapy. I hope that walking home from the pub on a wintry Christmas Eve, you get bum raped by a big black bloke and you contract HIV up your anus that he rogered and he ruined. I hope you have a cuntish Christmas, the worst one of your whole life. I hope you pop in to see Jeff over the road and he's sticking it to your wife up the wrong un. I hope you have a cuntish Christmas. I hope Santa passes you by. I hope your house burns down with your kids inside and you have to stand and watch them fry while I'm next door wanking out the window. And next time you borrow something, maybe you'll agree. If you're fucking up, you should own up out of common courtesy. And then I'd say to you, have a happy Christmas. Thank you very much. Let me have a little look at my my set list. I've weighted all the Christmas ones at the start. Let's do another. I'll do another song, and then we'll have a little unpick. So this one is a song about the king's brother. Oi, oi! Sing along at home if you know the words. The grand old Duke of York, he said he didn't sweat. So why'd he pay 12 million quid to a girl he'd never met? 'Cause he's a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. You know it's true that Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. You know it's true that Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. Pizza Express in Woking? Mate, you gotta be joking. Pizza Express in Woking? Is he having a laugh? Oh, tell him I could fucking do it. The grand old Duke of York, young girls he liked to poke. So his pedo friend would traffic then and paid him not to talk. Cause he's a sweaty nonce, he's a sweaty nonce. You know it's true that Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce, he's a sweaty nonce. You know it's true that Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. He's a nonce, he's a nonce. Prince and he's a nonce, he's a nonce, he's a nonce. Prince and he's a nonce, he's a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. You know it's true that Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. You know it's true that Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. You know it's true that Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. He's a sweaty nonce. You know it's true that Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. Now, I have to say, if pushed, out of the 5 singles we did with the Cunts, you know, one being the Crown Jewels, but it was the Cunts. We just wanted to see what would happen if we took the cunt word out, whether anyone would cover it, and they still didn't, because it wasn't all the and it turns out, after all, it was the subversive comments, the subversive content, because the BBC chart rundown didn't even announce the name of the Scrap the Monarchy song. And it was called Scrap the Monarchy by the Crown Jewels. And they didn't even announce the name of the fucking song. What are you going to do? But at least you know. But if pushed, I think the Prince Andrew one was my favourite out of them 5. So, where are we now? Oh, right. Let's do a little bit more. It's exciting, isn't it? Because we're down to 2 sides left. Where's my fucking Stanley gone? All right, here it is. Let's do the other side, and then we'll do the top last, all right? I'll put an instrumental on. What we got? Oh, I like this one. I'm not going to sing along, so I'll end up cutting my fingers off. These instrumentals have been chosen at random. On my 16th birthday, my dad came into my room. No, he didn't interfere with me, if that's what you've presumed. He said, now you're a man cunt with a full set of pubes. I've got some information that you will need to use. Sometimes a lady's private parts can be a pongy place. If she's been dancing at a disco and then sits on your face, make sure you go in fingers first. Do it just in case. Then you have to have a sneaky sniff while having an embrace. It's called the 2-finger test. The 2-finger test. For checking if chuffs are whiffy, it's the system that works best. She needs never know, if you lick her down below, that she has passed the 2-finger test. Don't ask me to remember the second verse. I wouldn't say it's misogynistic, because it is a thing. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. Look, the flap of roses, the flap of roses. We've just got the top to do, and then we'll reveal Gary Christian. Right, where was I? How do I pause that? Ah, there we go. Right, I'm going to do another song for you now. It's another Christmas. This might be the last Christmassy one, and then they're largely noncy with one kind of compilation. I didn't get the Stanley off Peter Sutcliffe. I don't think he had a Stanley, did he? He was like a sharpened Phillips screwdriver. Right. Let's have a little look. Over 2,000 years ago, when dinosaurs ruled the land, a baby with a beard was born, and that baby became a man. And that man who was born on Christmas Day, he seemed to have a plan. He said, I'm going to start a religion off, and call it Christianity. And 2,000 years later, I went and wrote this song, using words and melody to tell you what went on. God came down from the sky with a little drop of pre-cum in his Jap's eye. He said, I need to find a lady, she can't be a munter or a total rotten slag or a filthy fucking whore. I need a virgin lady, and she's got to be pure, with a sausage wallet that has not been used before. So Joseph, will you give me your word? You haven't doinked her. Joseph, come on, give us a go of your bird. Josie said, Mary's pure, she is a virgin. I've never got my knob beyond those outside flaps of skin. It's not for want of trying though, much to my chagrin. She let me buff it round the edges, but I've never stuck it in. So go on, God, give her one from me. Pump her full of Jesus juice and make a baby, the holiest baby in history. JSUSCHRIST, yo Jesus, he's a baby with a beard. Jesus, out of Mary's sausage wallet, he just appeared. It always seemed so clear to me, the most Christmassy baby in history was a baby with a beard, and it was Jesus. But what if Jesus Christ was born here today, in the modern day, on a Christmas day? I'm sure that he would say, take those poxy gifts away, back on Santa's sleigh, cause they are proper gay. Cause I don't want gold, frankincense and myrrh, they're a bag of wank. I would much prefer an iPhone fucking whatever it is, a 3D TV, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, cause he's Jesus, he's a baby with a beard. Jesus, out of Mary's sausage wallet, he just appeared. It always seemed so clear to me, the hirsutest baby in history was a baby with a beard, and it was Jesus. But if it was me, gotta burn up the duff by unconsensually shagging a muff, it wouldn't be a saviour, it would be a bastard rape baby son of a cunt. Thank you very much. Should we do the unveiling or should I do another song? I'll do another song. I don't want to peak too soon with the unveiling. Mind you, I've got something else. Toaster05 says, if the last line of this song doesn't get a YouTube ban, nothing will. I meant to say bastard, baby. R***E, baby. Son of a. What are you going to do? I want to stay on YouTube. What I'm hoping is, the dream is, if I can get the YouTube back up and monetized, then the dream is to be able to pay Mike a monthly wage to work on stuff for us, and then we'll be able to produce more stuff. Oh, that's the thing. We've got a new video coming out. It's nearly done. It stars Carsole in both the roles. I'm really fucking excited about it, but I don't want to give too much away, other than to say it's about a very famous and notorious character from the Northwest who was sadly deceased this year. And I can genuinely say, hand on heart, when I heard that he died, I was more upset than when I heard the Queen died. Big man, he left a big hole and big marks on people's muscles. Right. I'll tell you what we do, because we lost someone else this year, didn't we? We lost, not that one, the other. It's confusing, isn't it? Before my gig in Cambridge, I got a text off Mike saying someone had shanked Ian Watkins from the Lost Prophets in prison. Do you want me to do me bit? I'll do me little intro that I did on the tour, right? So You're right. Yeah, the people in Matt Crisp, you got it. You got it right. It's purple. It's Purple Aki. That's the song that's coming next week. Can't fucking wait. I've just got to get it finished and do a day around Mike's edit in the video, and hopefully it'll be up in plenty of time for Christmas. We meant to have it out December the 1st, but it's just hard fucking getting around to anything. So this is what I'm hoping is if we can get the YouTube back monetized, then hopefully there'll be a revenue stream to pay Mike to be able to help us on more of a basis than he currently does. To be able to make more videos, and we want to hopefully next year do some other stuff. Like a little kind of like a little series and stuff. So just we'll see what. I mean, we'll do it whatever, but it just fucking takes longer because you have to fit it in around everything else. Right. So where the fucking hell was I? Oh yeah. So. I don't know if I can remember the bit I did for the tour. So I would say, about I can't fucking remember it. It was 3 weeks ago I finished doing that. Right. So this is the song about the mix up with the Ian Watkinses. I wish I could have remembered the bit from the tour, but fucking hell, it's really hard when you get in your mid to late 30s. It becomes much harder to remember anything. Now we all know what Ian Watkins did. Feel free to sing along at home, unless there's a bit of a lag, and it's going to put me off. Now we all know what Ian Watkins did. It sent my mate Paul in a rage. See, he just had a baby himself, so he went on Ian's Facebook page. He left a message saying you were sick and twisted and I hope you die. But when I saw it on there, I commented, lol. And here's the reason why. I said, you've got the wrong Ian Watkins, mate. Is that what's made me smile? You've just called the bloke from Steps a twisted paedophile. He shares a name and was in a band. The similarity ends there. He'd never fuck a baby. Just ask Lee, Lisa, Faye and Claire. Now, my mate Paul, I have to say I am missing Mr. Gels accompanying me. Now, my mate Paul was so embarrassed he went online to apologise. But when I saw what he had put, I couldn't believe my eyes. It only got mixed up again. Ruffle. So I said, you've got the wrong Ian Watkins, mate. Is that what's made me smile? You've just said you're sorry to a twisted paedophile. You've got the wrong Ian Watkins, mate. That must be hard to take. You've just apologised to H's kid fiddling. Namesake. But then I thought to myself, what if the old Bill got confused, just like my mate Paul, by two pop stars that share a name? Maybe I should give them a call and say, mega lols. Have you got the right Ian Watkins there? Have you considered maybe, what if it was H from Steps that tried to rape that baby? And they'd say, we've got the right Ian Watkins, mate. Your song is a disgrace. CH has never taken meth or pissed on a schoolgirl's face, as far as we know. Thank you very much. Lost Ian Watkins and Purple Aki in 1 year. Bad year for wrong-uns. But it's made me feel current again. All the stuff with Ian Watkins, fucking hell. The views on the YouTube shot up. And the Prince Andrew song had another renaissance this year with all the fucking business. I hope there's a little bit more of it. I do like it when you hit a second news cycle. But that's the thing, if you're around long enough, you will do. The thing that I couldn't fucking believe with the tour this year was people were coming along and brought their kids who weren't even fucking born when I started. And so there was like dads and lads and mums and daughters coming along. There was 3 generations of one family there. Who knew? Family entertainment. Who knew? That's what it's going to be like in the future. So, Toaster 05 says we've still got Jonathan Kinglow. He ain't going to be around forever, is he? Just enjoy him while he's still here. All right, what's the next one I've got for you? Right, so I think it might be time I was going to. Should we do this now? Is it too soon? I'll tell you what I was going. I'll tell you what I was going to do. I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to, just in case we didn't have enough time, just in case I didn't have enough stuff to fill the time, I pulled a wank mag out, and I was going to, for old time's sake, because this is what I did in the pandemic when it got to the end of Corona Club. We just ran out of stuff to do. I was going to try and read this story for a wank mag, and whilst I was, because I've had so many orders to package up, so I haven't had time to do any proper preparation. But what I was going to try and do was, on the fly, I was going to try and change it so it's Christmassy. Sir Brooks says, a bloke in front of me at Milton Keynes brought his wife along and she was not impressed. Made the gig for me. That's the sport, isn't it? Is if you've seen me before, that's the sport. Is just going along and watching the reactions of people who haven't seen it before. It always goes one way or the other, doesn't it? Oh, Liam Seaman says, Ben loved his Maggie, got in Norwich. I gave away, on the tour, 800 wank mags. The reason I've got these two left is because, be careful what pictures I show on YouTube so I don't get thrown off again. I've lost 3 YouTube channels, but it's whenever I do a song about the royal family. It's like they've got a big red button. Who knows? Right, so I was gonna read this fucking story. Jumping about all over the show, and I was going to read this story and try on the fly in real time to change it so that it was Christmassy. I haven't done any preparation, so I'll work my way through. When it gets a bit tedious, we'll do the rest of the unbadging and finish the songs off. So this is called The Other Side of the Street. I'd always admired the wife of a friend who lived across the road. He had a lovely decorated house with Christmas lights, just making it Christmassy. That wasn't actually in there, but could have been. Small and dark, she had the most fantastic legs, which were often seen to their best advantage when she wore a mini skirt. Worked well with a Christmas jumper. I often fantasised about flicking up that short skirt and sinking my hard cock into a wet. Recently, I had the chance to do just that. It all began when Dave, her husband, invited me over to Christmas dinner. It's just dinner here, see what I did there. Unfortunately, my girlfriend couldn't make it. She works for the NHS. They have shifts whereby they have to work, when everyone else is celebrating. Unfortunately, my girlfriend couldn't make it, so it was just me. Me, Dave, and Sammy. I took a bottle of wine with me, and they had plenty more. And by the time the meal ended, everyone was 3 sheets to the wind, and the talk had turned to sex. Dave said he knew we started off pulling crackers, and then I talked about pulling his cracker, meaning his wife, not his cock. Dave said he knew I'd always fancied Sammy, and I didn't deny it. She was standing by the draining board as Dave approached and looking at me. He slid his hand up her skirt. I watched amazed as he started to rub her beneath her skirt. Is this right on YouTube? I bet you'd love to do this, eh, Andy? He said. I nodded, dumbstruck, as he began to finger her. I couldn't see what he was doing, but I could hear a distinctive squelching as he moved his fingers around in her. I'm having trouble making this Christmassy. She was smiling distractedly, and then she started to groan so much that a Christmas hat fell off her head that she'd been wearing since dinner. She's so wet, Dave said, as Sammy moaned loud and low. I can't show you the back of that page. There's Lady's Beaver on it. Then Dave pulled out his finger and licked it. Don't stop, Sammy said. It's Andy's turn, Dave said, ushering me over to her. Go on, Andy, mate, enjoy. I hesitated just a moment because there was all piles of washing up from the Christmas dinner on the side, and it was putting me off a little bit. But when Sammy smiled at me invitingly, I thought, I placed a hand on her thigh and ran it up her leg. Soon, I was feeling her panties, which were completely wet through. I slid my fingers behind her gusset and entered the warm wetness of her. Where the fuck am I? She sighed deeply as my fingers probed her. I was now so turned on, I would have done anything. I said breathlessly that unless anyone had an objection, I was going to kneel down and give her a good licking. No one did, objected, I guess that means. So I sank to my knees. Sammy gripped the countertop as I lifted up the hem of her skirt and looked beneath. She was wearing a pair of white panties with blue motifs, and the wet patch was showing clearly. I moved closer and licked the tops of her thighs and then the smooth, damp material of the panties, which she'd got for Christmas. I could smell the distinctive aroma of her aroused. I'm glad I made this sign up. I'd be in terrible trouble, YouTube, otherwise. Then I pulled her panties aside and I saw her lovely pussy's all right, isn't it? Red, moist and glistening as it awaited my tongue. I then began to lick her. She tasted amazing and I lapped up her love juices while she groaned above me. In the corner of my eye, I could see Dave rubbing a large protrusion in his trousers. It was a Toblerone that I'd brought for him. I licked some more, savouring her juices and gripping her panty-clad bum. Dave now took out his cock's all right, isn't it? And began to... I mean, you know, what YouTube's either going to work out or it's not. And he began to wank it. She's ready for that now, I told him. No, he said. I want to see you with her first. Sammy led me to their big kitchen table and bent over it. She wriggled out of her panties and I threw up her skirt, revealing a gorgeous pair of buttocks. She likes a spanking, Dave said. Go on, she's been a naughty girl. Are you sure? I whispered to Sammy. What are you waiting for? Sammy said. Spank me. And so I slapped her lightly on her buttocks. Harder, she said, and I spanked her again, this time leaving a faint imprint of my hand. The following slaps made her writhe and groan, but still she asked me for more. It was Dave who put a stop to this activity. Her now, he told me, wanking his big thick knob. I need some more cards, don't I, really? It's really long. Obediently, I undid my jeans, dropped them and my shorts. My cock was sticking straight up, straining at the inside. Sammy's dripping. I gripped her bright red and sore buttocks, and when she opened her legs, I tickled her puffy pink lips before thrusting long and hard into her fleshy envelope, and so on. Right, I'll do another song. We'll do Gary Christian, and then I'll finish up. All right, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this in an hour, right? It's just like the old days, isn't it? It's just like the old days, right? Fuck's sake. Right, here's what we'll do. I'm going to tell you a little story about my paper boy. Paper boy. Paper boy. It's not a very happy one. Won't bring you joy, but bring you joy, but bring you joy. My paper boy looks just like this girl who I used to fancy at school. I never plucked up the courage to ask her out, cause she was always a bit too cool. But now I'm older and more confident, I'm going to turn back the clock by tricking my paper boy into my shed and introducing him to some soft pornography. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Paper boy, I never thought that I would rape a boy, till he came along. Now I'm singing this song about raping a paper boy. Paper boy, I never thought that I would rape a boy, till he came along. Now I'm singing this song about raping a paper boy. He delivers the local news on a Thursday afternoon. I hear him whistling down the path, but he won't be so cheerful soon. His family will be on the TV news, putting out a tearful plea. But he isn't dead, he's trapped in my shed, crying and waiting for me. Dressed in a girl's school uniform. 1, 2, you got to sing along now. Paper boy, paper boy. I never thought that I would rape a boy, till he came along. Now I'm singing this song about raping a paper boy. Sing along at home now, paper boy, paper boy. I never thought that I would rape a boy, till he came along. Now I'm singing this song about raping a paper boy. Oh. Of course I haven't raped my paper boy, that's as twisted as you could get. I've restricted myself to having a wank watching him from behind my net. I know some blokes will hear this song and try and give me a fight, but last week he turned 16, so legally that's alright. 1, 2, at least I'm not a pedo, paper boy, paper boy. I never thought that I would rape a boy, till he came along. Now I'm singing this song about raping a paper boy. One last time now, paper boy, paper boy. Of course I'd never really rape a boy, I know that it's wrong, I'm just singing a song about raping and raping, till his arsehole's gaping, raping a paper boy. Well, I have to say, I was a bit worried, because when you don't do this for ages, you're worried you're not going to be able to get in the groove. But thank you for all your kind comments on the chat there. Maybe one day we'll do a video for Paperboy and do a little chart campaign or something, because, it would be nice to see it in the charts. But what I learned from doing the chart campaigns, which are going to... I'd nearly give away the Christians then. What I still haven't looked at it myself. I'm going to see it at the same time as you. Fuck's sake, this corner's really hard to get off. It's like this is where it's what do they call it? Where it's sewed on, like latched on or whatever. Oh, there we go. All right. I've gone to the other corner. One thing I found out doing the chart campaigns was that because you're independent and where it's like a big circle jerk, the record companies fund the chart company. So it sort of suits everyone if it's all their songs in the charts. And then the BBC... the official charts and the BBC are all in bed together. So what they don't want is anyone. Fucking hell, it's nearly come. What they don't want is anyone from outside funneling stuff outside, because when you're an independent act, if you have a song that's in the charts and they give you the same exposure as everyone else, the money goes outside that circle, that cartel. And what I discovered was when we were doing especially when we were doing our Scrap the Monarchy campaign, they try and stop you using your advantage as a independent artist of being able to contact people directly. And so they accused me of, all this stuff that was against the chart rules. And they ended up docking us like nearly 6,000 sales. But what they can do is off. It's all the way off now. What they can do is they can dock you any amount of sales, because it's up to them. They make all the rules. No one's going to take them to court. So they can dock you any amount of sales so that you end up at whatever position they want you to end up at. So, it's very likely if you did do Paperboy as a chart campaign, what they'd do is they'd just find an excuse to dock you a load of sales so that no one ever heard it. Right, so there's the Guns N' Roses patch. Sounds like someone rambling. A bitter old man rambling in his shed. Right, this has not been seen since, I would say it's probably around 1980, probably 1989, 1988, 89. Here goes. Fucking get. I'm seeing that at the same time as you. Fucking hell, get in. The Christians. There it is. Oh, do you know what? I sort of like it. I like it better now. I like it better now. It's fucking unveiled. I might just pick all the badges of the metal bands I didn't really like, but got free with singles, like FM. Where is it? FM. I might just pick them off and just put badges on of Baltimore and Sonita, the ones I actually liked. I don't know whether it fucking right. It's on. Get in. Right. So thank you very much for tuning in. The lead singer looks like a zombie. he's doing very well actually for his age. He's very sprightly. He's about 70. Right. It's good to see the Christians again after all that time. Yeah, it fits like a glove, apart from I can't do it up because I'm a fat cunt these days. So my beer's fucking spilt over this. All right, there's no electrical equipment on that side. So I'm going to finish up with this one. Thank you again for tuning in. And we'll have to do another one of these again sometime. Worst way, we'll do one every single Christmas. And I'll probably come out and play some gigs next year. And you'll see me around and about anyway, because I'm going to have some new stuff coming out. Keep an eye out for that fucking video next week. If you haven't subbed to the YouTube, please subscribe to it. And if you want to be in with a chance of winning my Guns N' Roses patch, which I'll sign on the white if you want me to. And if you don't, I won't. Then sign up for the mailing list at ktg.co.uk. I hate plugins, though. It's good that I'm not fucking telling you all to download something this year. So that's good, isn't it? That's progress. Merry Christmas to you all. Jamie Dodger just joining us now. 10:08. It's an hour after, but luckily you haven't missed the mega mix. So I like to start and end the show with stuff that I haven't practiced at all. And the last time I sung this, I think was probably this same time last year. So keep an eye out for Aki. Satnav 1515, you've got it. Right. Maybe Matt Crisp can help me out with what comes next, because he seems to know this better than anyone. Am I meant to have started yet? I wanted a record deal, but I was too rude. I wanted a record deal, but I was too rude. I wanted a record deal, but I was too rude. I wanted a record deal, but I was too rude. I wanted a record deal, but I was too rude. I tried approaching a record deal, but I was too rude. Am I meant to be singing now? But I was too rude. I wanted a record deal. Have a wank, have a wank, have a motherfucking wank. What do you do in the middle of the night when it's dead quiet and your mum's asleep and your dad's asleep and the door is shut and the light is out and the room is dark, the curtain's drawn and you're on your own, your bed is warm and your dream was rude and your hand's restless and your knob is hard. Have a wank, have a wank, have a motherfucking wank. I'm getting out my cock. I'm gonna wank for Britain. I'm coming in a sock and then I'll put my kit on. I'm wanking as if my life depending on it. I'm picturing some tits. I'm imagining a clear. Mother's come, mother's come, mother's come. Fuck sticks, mother's come, fuck sticks. Oh, Grandad had a word he used when things went wrong. To introduce this word to you, I put it in a song. So every time this word gets used, his memory lives on. I'm about to tell you what it is so you can sing along. When them wouldn't let him touch a furry pie. Fuck sticks when he got some shrapnel lodged in his chap's eye. Fuck sticks when a German sniper shot him in the cock. Fuck sticks when he found a lump on his left bollock. Fuck sticks when me nan died and she left him all alone. Fuck sticks when he let a bogus caller in his own. Fuck sticks when the first black people moved into his street. When arthritis meant he couldn't beat his meat. Fuck sticks, mothers, 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 fuck sticks, mothers, fuck sticks. You look really nice. I've got some advice. Take your skirt off and pull your pants down, cause I'm gonna lick you out. I can see you think I'm fit. I can sense you'd like a bit. So take your skirt off and pull your pants down, cause I'm gonna lick you out. I'm gonna lick you out. I'm gonna lick you out. Take your skirt off and pull your pants down, cause I'm gonna lick you out. What's next? What's next, Matt? Help me.
Bring the horn back.
Last Friday night, I was due out on a date, but unfortunately I got home really late. I didn't have time for a bath or a shower. There's only one thing that could save us. It's just like a shower, but it's over the sink. The only thing that gets washed is shiny and pink. If there's a possibility of fellatio, you have to make sure that your nog doesn't smell like quavers. Quavers. A gentleman's wash. A gentleman's wash. If you think there's half a chance your cock might get a nosh, pull back your skin, wash the helmet within, and that's a little gentleman's wash. Beards, 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 beards,
Beards,
beards, beards,
beards,
beards, beards, beards, beards, beards. Men with beards, what are they hiding? Could I handle the truth if they chose me to confide in? Or would my dead body be found down a railway siding where I've been murdered by a man with a beard? Murdered by a man with a beard. They put porno mags in the bushes in the woods. They interfere with kids and make them say thank you afterwards. They hang around in parks, wait till after dark, jump out of the bushes and then fuck you for a lark. Beards, 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 beards.
shave a pussy, shave a pussy, shave a pussy.
Shave it, shave it, shave it. It's a bit more like Kojak. It's a shaven haven that I am craving.
It's a shaven haven that he is craving.
Well, it's a shaven haven that I am craving over hairy beavers. I'm a fed up slaving for a baldy ding dong. I'm a self and saying it's a shaven haven that I am craving.
Shaven haven that he is craving.
Diddly dee. I go from puzzled to elated. When I was up the loft, I came across a box, which when I opened up stirred mixed emotions in my cock. It felt a little hard, but it felt a little soft. The next thing that I know, I'm feeling sexy up the loft. So I unzip my fly and pop out my Jap's eye. I have a little wank and I have a little cry. I'm wanking over a pornographic Polaroid of an ex-girlfriend who died.
Come on, cunt. It'll be alright.
I really miss a little cunt.
If you tell me a bit more about that photo, it might help you get over it.
Alright, little cunt. I'll give it a go. There's a lot of perverts on the internet trying to chat up girls, get the ding-dongs wet. There's a lot of perverts on the internet trying to chat up girls, get the ding-dongs wet. I am one, but don't tell my mum, because if she finds out, then I'm going to get done. Trying to chat up girls, get the ding-dongs wet. I am mum, but don't tell my mum, because if she finds out, then I'm going to get done. Just this once, use my arsehole as a cunt. Use my arse, I knew it was coming. Use my arsehole, use my arse, go on then. Just this once, use my arsehole as a cunt. Use my arse, use my arse, use my arsehole, use my arse, go on then. Just this once, use my arsehole as a cunt. use my arse, use my arse, use my arsehole, use my arse. Go on then, just this once, use my arsehole as a cunt. Use my arse, use my arse, use my arsehole, use my arsehole as a cunt and the gang mega mix. Just this once, use my arsehole as a cunt. Use my arse, use my arse, use my arsehole, use my arse. Go on then, just this once, use my arsehole as a cunt. Use my arse, use my arse, use my arsehole, use my arsehole as a... Hey, we made it through. Thanks very much for tuning in. We've ended up with more people watching at the end than we had at the start. That's a fucking win, isn't it? So lovely to hang out with you all again. And we'll do it again, same time next Christmas. I'll see you all before then anyway. Keep an eye out for Aki. All right? Nice one. See you later. Merry Christmas to you all. And thanks again for all your support this year. It's been so fucking wonderful to see so many out on tour and all that. All right? Nice one. Look after yourselves, all right? Have a good Christmas.